Hello guys and welcome. Before I start this video, I will give some shoutouts to all the people who support me. If you want a shoutout in my next vid, leave a nice comment in this video. Now here they are. Leave nice comments and you might get a shoutout next vid. And sorry I couldn't upload, I had stuff to do at home. So for this video I got the idea in a comment. So guess what? We're gonna raid all swords in BloxFruits for mobile players. Let's go! So for the first one, it's Vicento. This works best when it's paired up with the Quake Fruit, and considering you get it in the first C, B tier. Oh, and on its own, it's a good weapon for the first and half of the second C. Now for the Buddy Sword. You get this weapon in the third C from Big Mom. It works best when paired up with the Soul Fruit. And on its own, it's a good weapon. It deals great damage and its abilities are easy to master. I haven't used this weapon a lot, so for me, it's a tier. For others it might be S, but this is my opinion. So a tier. Now for the Canvander. You get this from the Beautiful Pirate in the third C at level 1090. It's a really good weapon, great damage, abilities are wonderful, but it's really hard to get. It's only a 5% drop chance, so good luck. For me, S tier. Now for the Iron Mace. It's just a bad weapon. You can get it in the first C. It's just bad, especially if you're in the third C. F tier. Now for the Katana. Again, no explanation needed. F tier. Now for the Cocoa Sword. This sword works best with the Control Fruit, but on its own, it's a mid-sword angle. You get this from doing law raids in the second C, and its drop chance is just 5%, so the rarity alone pushes it higher. A tier. Now for the Dual Katana. I'm not gonna bother with this. D tier. Now for the Trident. You can get this in the first C from the Fishman Lord. Its drop chance is 15%, but it's not the best weapon. It's kinda bad, but it's okay. IG. D tier. Now for the Spiky Trident. It is easily one of the best weapons in the game, and it works best with the Dough Fruit. You get this from the Dough King. Its drop chance is 5%, so it's hard to get. Now for the Triple Dark Blade. I think you either get this if you're a YouTuber or a staff or admin in the game. That alone puts in the S+ tier alongside the Spiky Trident. Now for the Pipe. You get this in the first C from the Sword Dealer of the East. It's not the best weapon and it deals little to no damage, but since Sabo used this in one piece, I will put it in C tier. Now for the Dark Blade. To get this you need 1,200 Robux, but considering that this is a great weapon, it deals high damage and you can awaken it to different times. S+ tier. Now for the Cursed Dual Katana. This is easily one of the hardest weapon to get in the game, and it's one of the best weapon in the game. To get this you need the Yama Blade and the Tushita Blade, and they're hard to get on their own. S+ tier. Now for the Dark Dagger. This is also one of the hardest but one of the best weapons in the game. To get this you need to kill the true form of Indra in the third C, and its drop chance is only 2.5%. So S+ tier. Now for the Cutlass. You get this in the first C and it's just a useless weapon. F tier. Now for the Pole. You get this weapon in the first C and it's really good. It works best with the Rumble Fruit and you can awaken it as well. B tier. Now for Pole V2. To get this you need to awaken the Rumble Fruit, and then you can awaken the normal Pole for 5,000 frags. And yes, this works best with the Rumble Fruit. A tier. Now for the Rengoku Sword. You can get this sword in the second C and it deals a good amount of damage and it's a cool sword to carry. A tier. Now for the Triple Katana. You get this sword in the first C and it's a good starter sword, I guess, but it's not that great after that, so D tier. Now for the Shisui Sword. This is a great sword and it deals a good amount of damage, but this is mainly bought for the true Triple Katana. So a tier. Now for the Hollow Scythe. You get this weapon in the third C from the Soul Reaper, and its drop chance is only 5%. It deals great damage and its abilities are flashy. S tier. Now for the Dragon Trident. By all means it's a great weapon, but its damage is mid. You get this in the second C. A tier or B tier both will work for this. We don't need to talk about the shark saw. Now for the Warden sword. It is a useless sword, you don't need it. If you get it then, you can keep it for collection purposes. B tier. Now for the Gravity cane. You get this sword in the second C, but it's not the best, and it works best with the Gravity fruit. B tier. Now for the Twin hooks. It is a great weapon. You get it in the third C. It deals a good amount of damage, and its drop chance is 5%. A tier. Now for the true triple katana. This is a great weapon and it's really hard to get as well. It deals a great amount of damage and it's one of the best weapons in the game. S tier. Now for the Wando sword. This is the second weapon you should get to form the TTK. It deals a good amount of damage on its own, and the Sati sword is also like the Wando sword. They're like twins basically. Both go in a tier. Now for the Midnight blade. You get this sword in the second C, but I haven't used it, but from what I've seen it has to go in a tier. Now for the saber. It is the best sword for the first C and a good choice for the second. You can also awaken it, and by the way you get in the first C by doing a quest. A tier. Now for the dual-headed blade. This is another blade that I haven't used in the game, so I don't know where to put it. If any one of you have used this, tell me in the comments where should I put it. For now, F tier. Now for the long sword. It isn't best sword in game. It deals a good amount of damage and it's kinda easy to get so. C tier. Now for the Tushita blade. To get this you need to do a long quest in the third C, but it's worth it since you need it to get the CDAK. Yama sword is also the same, you need to kill 30 elite NPC in order to get this, and you need this as well to get CDAK. Both go in S tier. Now for the Soul Cane. You get this in the first C, but it's not the best weapon. C tier. The Jid is also the same, but you get it in the second C. C tier. Now that's it for this video. If you like this one, please consider liking this so I can help more people. If you need any help BloxFruits or Roblox related, just comment. Now goodbye and good luck.